Bonjour, DAZED Korea. My name is 펠라지아 콜로투로스. I'm the creative director of Lacoste, and I'm here today to talk about the collection for Fall 24. And I'm very excited that I get this opportunity to share the collection with you and get to speak with you. Great. Do you want me to expand on that? I think 90 years now, 91 years to be exact. And I feel very grateful and very fortunate to be part of this brand that's been around for so long and that has such a big impact globally across the world. I'm super excited. I think the first show is going to be really inspiring. It's going to be new, I think, and fresh to what we've seen previously from other collections. So I'm very eager to share the new creative vision of the brand. Well, specifically this collection, which is the very first collection that I'm designing for Lacoste, it was really based on René, and René specifically in the 1920s and his triumph in 1927. He won the Davis Cup and became the very first French tennis world champion. So for me, it was very exciting to kind of dig deep into that story and kind of resurrect that story piece by piece. It's almost like you're a detective and you're putting the puzzles together to tell a story that's reflected in the collection. And that was really the inspiration of the collection, was René's 1920s journey from New York City to France, and how his victory led to the creation of Roland-Garros. And the main themes of the collection is victory and French heritage and performance and French elegance. I think French fashion sport is, they're infused. I think they're one and the same. Lacoste has historically been a brand that started as a result of a necessity. It started because movement and fluidity on the tennis court was something that made players play better. And that was very important to the essence of the brand. So merging the two of fashion and sport was a very easy transition. And René's personal style was very fashionable as well. So it was taking his archival samples, which were more elegant and really kind of honed in on the elegance, and infusing that into sport. It was the 1933 polo shirt that really inspired me. We did a lot of digging in the archives, and we resurrected a couple of archival samples, but what we really focused on was archival samples and taking those archival samples and modernizing them, specifically the polo shirt and the René blazer. Part of the storytelling of the collection is René's victory in 1927, but also how that victory led to the creation of Roland-Garros. So it really kind of brings together and it reminds everybody the link between Roland-Garros and René Lacoste. And that's why Roland-Garros plays a very important part in the collection. It's almost another character. If you were to think about a film, you would think of Roland-Garros as being the backdrop or the supporting character, whereas the main character is René, and Roland-Garros is the supporting character. So it really becomes part of the collection, the location does. And you'll see it in the collection how we've taken colors from Roland-Garros, the clay color. We use that in our color palette for the collection. And we've also developed footwear that ballers use when they clean the court that are made out of rubber. So we were influenced by what the ballers wear when they clean the court. So there's definitely synergy between the venue and the collection. I'm super excited. I think it pays homage to the brand, and I think that's what excites me the most, is that It's really a homage to René Lacoste, and it really pays tribute to who he was as a tennis player and also as a human being. The brand DNA. You always start with the brand DNA, especially when a brand's been around for 90 years. You start with the brand DNA and you start decoding it and disrupting it slightly and then enhancing it as well. The crocodile. I think it's ferociousness. No, I'm not a ferocious person, but I guess the crocodile is something that never gives up. And I have a tendency never to give up. Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, I think the Korean culture is amazing. It's been very inspiring, you know, as far as fashion and as far as art. There's a lot of influence of Korean culture that I think we see in fashion today. So we've taken some of the energy of the youth of Korea and infused it in some of the collection, but we're mostly excited about the balance between both demographics, older and younger. I probably would just go to the south of France and spend some time with some friends of mine. Bye, DAZED Korea. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for listening. Have a good night.